impressive from start to finish. These powerful athletes I've got to watch. These quarterfinals and semifinals will be a good one. But here we see we got our 88-pound first finalist taking the mat from Ohio in the red singlet, Brandon Bickerton. And he will be facing off against New Jersey's own Edward George. Referees out on the mat. We are shaking hands here. We are underway, 88-pound finals.
George coming off of a huge win in the semifinals over Ace Chittum, who was my pick to win this bracket. He beat him 4-2, really controlled the entire match, but a really tough opponent in Bickerton.
Yeah, Bickerton's done a good job of winning consecutive close matches, pretty much from the round of 16 on, quarterfinals on, and so he'll be used to being in a tight, highly contested match like we expect this final to be.
Here's a single leg from George, and we're going to get a quick, potentially dangerous, watching that knee and ankle of Bickerton. Now it's Bickerton to the leg, darting in to the angle, close shin wizard defense from George. Bickerton trying to come behind, but George keeping him at bay with that wizard. And now Bickerton going to elevate and take George out to pick up the step out. Our first points of the match go to Bickerton.
Yeah, Bickerton's really good with that. It's almost like a little misdirect from space. Goes left, then the right side. He hit that a few times in the semifinal match, and that's what we saw there in that first leg attack.
Get back to that inside tie!
George controlling the ties here with the underhook inside control, uses it to get to the leg. We're grounded here, so if we do go out of bounds and nothing changes, there will be no points. It looks like we're going to get a stalemate. There it is. The official states the two back up with 36 seconds to go in the opening period. Nice slide by Bickerton. Drops down to the leg. Again, he's going to have a tough time finishing with the closed shin wizard defense from George.
Keep your head up, keep your head up.
Looking cradle. He's going to get 2 points on the exposure. And they go out of bounds. Strong finish there from Brandon Bickerton.
And he did a really good job. You mentioned he hit the slide by, didn't get fully behind, dropped down to the single leg, and then finished with that blowing right through. So good job there from Bickerton, kind of stringing one thing together to another thing.
That's going to do it for the first period. The step out and the exposure for Brandon Bickerton give him a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, Bickerton, good job striking first, and as we mentioned, these periods they fly by. So George going to need to get on his offense, not let Bickerton get back to those singles.
George had success going to the underhook and collar tie in the first period. We'll see if he tries to go back to that.
Off your knees.
There's that slide by again from Bickerton.
This time George did a good job squaring up, not letting him get that angle.
Yep, felt it in the first period. Able to defend here in period number 2.
Yeah.
Now get him to the edge.
There's the underhook from George, taking Bickerton to the zone.
Now you snap.
George wants that step out. But
Almost
Bickerton,
got it, yeah.
Good job circling in by Bickerton.
Keep your butt centered.
These two guys, both younger, yet to hit high school. Bickerton just going to be a freshman at Medina High School, and George still just going to be an 8th grader, and he's currently homeschooled.
And pressure in from George allows Bickerton to drop down to the double. Not going to get the takedown, but will get 1 point on the step out.
Just 55 seconds to go here now. The urgency's really on for George.
Yep, two two-pointers would put him in the lead on criteria, however. He's already looking headlock. I don't know if he needs that yet.
Not yet.
Nope, he can go take down and turn. George forcing this position with the double overhooks, but Bickerton going to ground himself and pull Whizzer. They go out of bounds grounded.
Yeah, and that's the second or third time where Bickerton's showing some savviness on the edge there. Looks like maybe he's going to give up a step out, able to turn in and force the stalemate.
George underhook to the edge, trying to jack Bickerton up.
This time he gets it.
Yep, he's going to get one step out. He needs more than once now with 20 seconds to go. He needs 2 twos or a 4.
Put two together.
Unless he can get a real quick step out. Front headlock position. He's got to try something. Looking for a go behind Bickerton. Gets to the leg. And Brandon Bickerton going to hold on for the victory.
And he's fired up. Our first champion of the night gives the shout, flexes. Brandon Bickerton. It's the offense in the first period that really paid off for Bickerton there.
Yeah, he used that single, that slide by. And his defense, very nice. Well, really savvy match there from Brandon Bickerton.
Yeah, just a little bit better from the start. And, George looked like he was starting to put things together there in the second, but didn't have enough time to hunt down Bickerton. And Bickerton comes away with gold. But good match here as we'll see our match replay. There we see that first two-pointer as Bickerton just blows through George, and then at the end, hold down and celebrate.